Hi everyone, this is Francisco once again. I am recording this video to talk about a very interesting fact, and it has to do with the residents or former residents. I don't really know the timeline. Well, I do know the timeline, but it's basically people who were here in Riverside County back in about 1990, like 5 or 6, because this is around that time. That's when my mom and my dad moved here to Riverside from Corona, California, and then all of a sudden there is a huge transition where all these like rich people came in and they caused all the homes to be more than what they were really worth, and then they started building everywhere around here, houses like crazy, and the way I look at it is these people came and they technically they had a lot of money, so they were able to come in and screw with all of us. They were able to mess with all of us, and if they wanted to, they could have purchased our businesses. They could have easily taken us out of business, or they could have built a new business and their primary focus would be advertising the company as these other people who owned their own business transitioned off to this other business to basically work for these people. And so technically they gave them a job, full time, and they obviously started earning more than what they were making running their own business. And there's really nothing wrong with what I'm talking about at all. Like, negatively, I'm not trying to say anything negative. However, like, people out here, they didn't really have a lot of money. So I'm thinking that these people that started selling these homes for $300,000 or whatever they were selling them for, and a bunch of other people, they just came and they were able to just cause havoc if they really wanted to. And obviously people don't really care. It's so obvious that people don't care because people are drawn, they're attracted to people who have money. Okay? Like gold diggers. Like, I'm a gold digger. If I see, a girl out there that has a lot of money and she likes me and she wants to take care of me and buy me things and pick me up and take me out, she wants me to move in with her or whatever the case may be, because she has money, obviously, I would say yes, and I believe that everyone else out there would as well, and this goes for the girls as well. There's guys out there with a lot of money, and they hang out with the guy just because he has a lot of money. And I'm not pointing fingers, or I'm not like talking crap against anyone, but it is what it is, but the thing is with me, I don't have any way of becoming rich, especially working at a job, because they're not getting rich. So how the heck am I ever going to get rich? Yeah, they might be making profits, but at the end of the day, I'm not ever going to become rich working at a job. So that's the reason why I share, poor man patent ideas with everyone. And I believe that poor man patents through the internet are super important, and I believe that people should be credited for their inventions through the internet even when they file them, and even as they're writing them on the internet. Especially like through social media, because it shows the time and the day that the post was shared and posted. So I believe heavily with all this digital stuff. And well, I believe that that is the only way that I will ever become wealthy, rich, and make a lot of money, is through the internet. Because there's a lot of people out there in the world, especially if they get lucky or they just inherit a lot of money because their parents were wealthy or whatever the case may be. So there's a lot of unfairness, and a lot of scandalous events and things that are going on in the world. And it's a lot of this stuff is posted on YouTube as well, like horrifying stories, cold cases and things like that. So there's a lot of things going on in this life. So I was just tripping out how, like, all of a sudden, these houses around us were all of a sudden worth more. So instead of residents who were living here for a long time, being able to go buy $100,000 home, now homes are worth $300,000-$400,000 at one period. Now they're worth a lot more than that. So my point is, now residents, instead of being able to buy one house for $100,000, and if they wanted to buy 4, it will equal $400,000, right? The value of one house now. So whoever came in and changed the value of homes so it could be higher, technically they were taxing the fuck out of us. They learned it was more like an attack than anything else. That's the way I look at it. And I think that caused some people to not want to be around here. So I think a lot of them sold their homes and they moved somewhere else. And I think that's what these rich people wanted. These people with the money. They wanted control. So it was kind of like a low-key, like undercover type of movement. Like, oh, we could push these poor people out the way as we come in because we have more money and we're smarter than them. Look at them. They don't have much. They think they have a lot, but they don't. So there is a point around here where I think it was like 2007 when a lot of people were selling their homes. In 2007, a lot of people were selling their homes and they took off who knows where, and all these richer people came and they bought these homes around here. And I mean, it was super weird because they, I mean, if you really think about it, like I did the math, like I shared the math with all of you. Isn't that strange? I mean, it's a good thing for some people. For some people, it's like you know what? Fuck all this. I'm going to sell the house and move somewhere else and keep the profits. But for some people that were in real estate, it threw them off. It fucked them all up. Because now, instead of being able to buy 4 houses for the same amount of money, now they're only able to purchase 1. So that, it just fucked it all up for some people. And for other people who weren't even in the business, profited by just selling their home without having to work for it. Besides getting their things, their belongings, their assets, and moving out. And a lot of these people they were earning a ton of money. And imagine, I mean, I guess it could have been good for some real estate agents if they owned a lot of properties. Like, let's say they owned like 10 properties or 20 properties, and or even like an apartment complex, or like a hotel or motel or whatever, right? That type of thing, or a business. Like, all the properties went up. Not just homes, not just residential. It was everything. So if these real estate agents who owned a lot of this stuff, a lot of these homes, and they decided to sell them, then yeah, they would have made a lot more money. And in their mind, they're probably thinking, you know what, I can go somewhere else in the world and do exactly what I was doing here, but somewhere else. So that's what a lot of people ended up doing, which is kind of frightening to me, because I think sometimes these people want to break up the community. You know, like the devil, like the Bible says, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's in John 10:10. Because now there's really no communication with some people, and people who used to be friends are no longer friends, because now they're just distracted and doing their own little thing. So I think that's when cold cases happen, okay? Especially back in the day, without technology like we have it today, with smart cameras, facial recognition, voice recognition, smart cars with Sentry mode, and even with the Teslas. You guys can look it up on YouTube and on the internet, all the scandalous things people are doing to earn money. And not just that, but how these smart vehicles captured their criminal activities. You know, their criminal activity or activities, whatever it might be. But obviously, I'm implying it could be singular or plural, more than one, because there's some people who are doing they could just do one criminal activity, and then there's some people who could do more than one criminal activity. Okay, so there's definitely something going on behind the scenes that a lot of people never even considered or thought of. And a lot of people at this point, got excited to the point where they're like, fuck you all, fuck my boss, fuck my neighbors, fuck everyone. Like, I'm selling my fucking house because I have a piece of shit job, and they're barely paying me any money, and I'm barely getting by, and no one gives a shit about me, and I'm moving. I'm selling this fucking piece of shit house, and I'm going somewhere else. You know, that was some people's way of thinking about all of this stuff that I'm talking about in the year like 2026. Wait, 2006. I'm sorry, 2006, and around 2007. I think that's when there was like this major. A lot of people called it the recession. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, just type in the recession the biggest, most impactful recession that occurred in Riverside County, and you people within California, the state of California, the country obviously of United States of America. Okay, so in Google Maps you have USA, and then it's California, and then Riverside County. You know, so that's where all this stuff happened. And honestly, it just made it harder for us who were living here to fucking buy property or any, like, we can't do shit. We're technically like hostages to all these rich people that came in and, you know, raised all the prices and fucked us all over. And I'm over here trying to figure everything out. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to fucking, you know, I'm sick and tired of all of this. I don't understand any of it. And honestly, you know, there's some people out there that have the house, they have the girlfriend, you know, and then there's some people who go from girlfriend to girlfriend to girlfriend to girlfriend to girlfriend. They have multiple girlfriends. Some people, you know, like, some people are, you know, they have a girlfriend and then, you know, a week later they have a different girlfriend, and then they have a month later they have a different girlfriend. 6 months later they have a different girlfriend. A year later they have a different girlfriend. 10 years later they have a different girlfriend. Like, this is never ending because they have money, you know, and these girls are all over it. You know, they want money, they want stuff, so they'll fall to their knees and beg, please give me money, please, I'll do anything, you know, that type of thing. So there's, you know, a lot of that as well, that you know, that was happening and that is happening today. And like, what are we supposed to do? Work for each other? Work for the same community and people? When these people who raise the prices on property and everything fucked us all over, and then we are all expecting to earn more money. We are all fucking expecting to earn more money to be able to buy properties and shit, but how can we if we all got impacted in a negative sense? That's why they called it the Great Recession. Okay? And even now, like, my parents don't even own this fucking house, you know, and I'm not talking about just this house. Like, I love this house. I grew up here. I love my parents, but you know, when it comes to all this recession stuff and what these people came and did to all the, you know, residents out here in this area, like, they really fucked it up for us, for sure. Because instead of somehow them, providing us with more job opportunities to earn a lot more money than what we're getting paid right now, they didn't do that. They failed to do that for us. So, they called it the Great Recession for a reason. That's all I know. And I was born in 1990. Big bad. 1990. Okay? So, in 2007, I was 17 years old. Okay? In 2006, I was 16. In the year 2000, I was 10. And so on and so forth. You guys can do the math from that point on. But yeah, so I don't understand everything that's going on in the world and all that. But I see a lot of people, a lot of houses, and it feels more like an attack. Have you guys ever read the story in the Bible where there is a kingdom, like a tribe or something, like an army that camped around this other kingdom? So they camped around the kingdom, and they caused these people to starve to death. And if any of them went out, they were killed instantly. And they were so afraid to go to battle with these people, and at this point they were running low on provisions, on their food resources, that they started eating each other. Cannibalism. At least that's what my friend described the story to me. My friend Ken, and he was telling me about this story in the Old Testament, and that was a strategy of theirs. Okay, these people, like I said, they went and camped around the kingdom, and they literally tortured them to death. When they had the ability, the full ability, then the potential, obviously, to go in there and just wipe them all out. But instead, they waited it out. They did some scandalous ass shit to them. Just put it that way. So that's how I feel. Like, there's houses all the way in the mountains, and I feel like down here we're like you know that the Rome cathedral, I think that's what it's called. I have to look it up online. Let me try to pull it up here. No, it's the Rome Arena. Yeah, the Rome Arena. It's called Arena of Nines. Wikipedia, on Wikipedia. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think it's this one. And I guess supposedly that they would cause people to fight, and kill each other. So that's how I see this whole area that I'm in. Like, I think people are taking everything as a joke, and everyone's ha ha ha, so funny, so funny. Look at them, look at them in the arena. Oh, look at this guy over here. He just got he just got eaten up by a lion. Oh, look at these guys over here. They just crashed and died. Oh, look at these these game bangers over here. They just shot each other. And everyone, and you know, and the viewers, people who are strategizing, are just laughing, enjoying themselves. I don't understand this life. I don't understand why I don't have any money. You know, I'm 32 years old. I don't have a fucking house. I don't have a car. Every job opportunity that I get is under like $20 an hour, $25 an hour. Okay. When I was working in Redding, California, doing traffic control, I was getting paid $31 an hour. But still, that's not even a lot of money. You know, there's a lot of other people out there making way more, way fucking more than I will ever make. You know, so I don't blame these people for leaving the area when these rich people came in and changed the laws and made all the houses go up. I don't even know how they had the power to do this. Like, how can they value your home more than what you thought it was worth? And then how can they influence all of us to think the same way? Like, bro, I've been living here. Like, if you were discussing this, having this conversation with someone like a resident, like, bro, you're not going to tell me that your house is worth what these motherfuckers over here are saying it's worth. Like, I know what your house was worth. Your house is only worth $100,000. Now you're trying to sell it to me for $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. Like, fuck you. Fuck you, buddy. So, yeah, you know, it just fucked it up for everyone. So I can see why these people just moved out. Like, you know what? Fuck all this. I don't know what these people are doing. I don't know what they're up to. And I don't really give a shit. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm out. And a lot of people did take off. And I don't blame them for that. I think that was the best thing to do. And actually a lot of people regretted it later on, that they didn't move, because the value of the houses started dropping. They reached, you know, on the scale, on the graph, it reached super high, and a lot of people were selling, and then it went down. the stock market or the value of homes or whatever, it started declining. So there's definitely something going on. I don't know if these people are just going around messing with people's lives and their businesses and their relationships. Because if you guys really think about it, at the end of the day, it's not about the money, right? It's about relationships. And these people came, like the scripture, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So these people came, and they just fucked everyone up. I mean, people who had a job and they were helping this company out, and they relied on this company to support them, but then they got this better offer. Like, fuck, my job will never even pay me this amount. I will probably make the amount, like this amount of money that these people are offering for my house working. I would probably make this money like in 10 years. So of course I'm selling. So that's what these people did. Okay? But and then not just that, but they're using all of us now. They don't give a shit about us, and we all know that. They don't give a shit about us. Like Tupac said, they don't give a shit about us, even if we die. They don't give a shit about us, or something like that, right? Anyway, so yeah, like there's all these businesses now, and yet I'm still broke living at my mom's house. So of course I'm a gold digger. If there's a rich girl out there, rich lady, she wants to be with me, and she wants to pick me up because I don't have a car and I'm broke, then hey, I'm right here. And I'm willing to relocate because I don't understand this life. I don't understand any of this. There's something weird about it. About all of this. In actuality, it was like people winning the lottery. Like the California lottery, like gambling, random numbers, random number selections. The state of California sells tickets to people to gamble, and they say it's okay because it goes towards education. So talk about one of the sins in the Bible, not to be gambling or something like that. I don't know. I don't really know if it's a sin, and I don't really give a shit, honestly and truthfully. But a lot of people, like in churches, they say, "Oh no, you can't gamble. Gamble's illegal. Gamble's a sin." I don't know if they ever said it's illegal, but they say it's a sin. So they're teaching contrary to the laws of California. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. And there was also like a movie I was watching, and these people set up this guy, and he had a girlfriend, but I think she passed away. So he was left with his daughter, his only daughter, and I think he was set up, and they took him to prison, and now she was all alone. There's a lot of predators out there. And these are smart people. They know exactly what they're doing. Or, now they're acting like heroes. Oh, it's okay. We'll take care of you. Oh, look at it. You could be my girlfriend. Here's the house. Here's the car. You want a job? I have a few businesses. Fuck it. And then later on, when he uses her and abuses her, like, fuck you, bitch. I don't want you a part of my life anymore. Don't you get it? Like, you want to go to court? You don't want to leave my house? And these motherfuckers, they get scandalous with it. Like, real quick. They flip the script on these bitches. And that's the way that they view them from the very start. And they lie to them. They tell them everything they want to hear. They never cuss at them. They're never aggressive towards them. They never call them bitches. They never call them hoes. They treat them the way that every girl wishes a man would treat them. But at the end of the day, they're right there in their suit, like, yeah, I told her to leave. I told her to leave my house. It's my house. Here's the paperwork. I don't want her in my house anymore. Oh yeah, but I have all my belongings there. And where am I gonna go? And then that's when the judge says, well, it's his house. It's his rules. You figure it out. Like Judge Judy would say, you figure it out. So now, the poor, defenseless little girl that is now a fucking adult, she doesn't know where to go. She doesn't have that backbone anymore of support. And a lot of this shit was going on without AI technology. All these cameras, facial recognition, voice recognition, you name it. The list goes on and on and on and on. That's why I'm a big fan of AI technology. Because the Bible's true, is real. John 10:10, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy our happiness, our relationships, our marriages, our children, our relationships, everything, the whole 9 yards, whatever you can think of. The devil wants to fuck it all up for all of us. So don't hurt me. I'm just a messenger. That's all I am. A broke motherfucker living in the suburbs, I guess, Riverside County. The prices went up, and I'm just another motherfucker out there trying to make money legally, without breaking the law, without selling drugs, without learning how to cook up drugs and doing it like in a basement somewhere. and selling it to innocent children on the streets, or going to parties and selling drugs to kids, or manipulating children to sell the drugs for me to their friends for a profit, because everyone wants money, right? Hey bro, you know the street value for this? It goes for $20. I tell you what, I'm gonna give you 10 little sacks, and for each one that you sell, you want to give me $5. Deal or no deal? What the fuck are they going to say? Fuck yeah, that's a great fucking deal. I'll sell these motherfuckers like nothing. And then these people go legit with it. Like all these rappers selling millions of fucking CDs supposedly, and books, authors selling millions of copies. Like, who the fuck has all the money to buy all these CDs, all this music, all these books? It's all crooked shit. These people are making money illegally, and then they turn around and they buy their own book. And now all these non-profit ministries, what they do is they buy their own products. So an author writes a book, and they start a non-profit organization. Then they're earning money illegally, and then they buy their own book and send it to prisons. They send it to inmates. So now there's no proof. Well, I bought the books. And people supported me. I go around and I tell people my sad story of how I want to reach these prisoners and all these hopeless, uneducated people that just want to kill each other and tear each other to pieces like dogs, like animals. And yes, I get the money and I buy this book, and they don't specify that it's their own book. Okay? This is their big secret that they don't tell anyone. So now everything's legit. Now they have a professional non-profit organization, and at the same time they're selling books, millions of them. And where is all that money going? Where's all that money going to? Back to them. And where's the proof? Where's the proof without technology? So starting from now on, you motherfuckers need to get real serious with all of this shit, if you guys haven't already. Because you motherfuckers just love to give everyone the runaround. And I'm not having it. And there's nothing I can do about it. You know, like, you know, a lot of police officers out there, they swear up and down like people are a problem, but even they could be a problem unto themselves. Like, there's a police officer that started killing other police officers, and then all these police officers went and attacked him, and he ran into a house out in Big Bear, and these guys lit the house on fire to smoke him out, supposedly, but they were ready to shoot him. So he just committed suicide, because they didn't know if this guy was going to come out and shoot them as well. So they decided to burn the house. They basically burned him to death And I think when he shot himself, they didn't even go in there. They just let the house burn. They didn't even call SWAT. Hey, come over here and check if the coast is clear. You know, get a verification now. If the body, if you know, if this person is dead, if this person committed suicide or not. They didn't do any of that. They let the fucking thing burn. See how fucked up people are? Even though he did kill cops, but were these crooked cops? Why would a cop shoot another cop? Did this guy witness some of these cops that he killed doing corrupted things? Were they trying to hide something? Were they trying to hide something while this other guy wasn't? And these people confronted him and threatened him, like, hey, if you say anything, we're gonna fucking kill you. That's a possibility, right? But you people out there, you don't know all the details. Why? Because you guys weren't fucking around with all this internet shit. You know, smartphones and all this, it barely came out. It barely fucking came out. With Steve Jobs, Apple Incorporated. Incorporated, right? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Apple Incorporated. Let's see. Let's try to see. This Apple Computer Company was fucking established or created in 1977. Okay, when they released the internet to the public, it was in 1990 when I was born. This shit is new. It's only 32 years old, like I am. Okay? All this internet shit is new. All these old timers, they weren't fucking around with all this internet shit. Okay? And all this technology and all these smart cameras and all this stuff. So you motherfuckers got me fucked up. Trust me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, like, I don't know how you people do it out there. Just running your mouths all day. You know, rap songs. Oh, look at me. I published another book. But I just copied this other book that someone else wrote. But I wrote it in my own fucking words. And look at me. Look at me. I sold a lot of copies. Now, I could just relax and do this for a living. You see, you people are all relaxed and enjoying yourselves, I'm not. Do you people get my drift here? Like, I want money. I want it all. And if I can't have it, it's like I have to come up with something. Whatever it might be. I need money. I need this. And I've tried everything. I literally tried everything. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm literally like devastated. Without hope. Well, there's some hope with the internet. You know, a little bit. Like a little grain of sand, like the Bible says. Or a grain, or like a seed, a mustard seed. If you have faith like a mustard seed, You can move mountains and shit. You know, that's how I feel. Like, yeah, a mustard seed, little grain of sand. Like, you know, it's like getting a little grain of a little piece of salt. You know, just get some sand, get some salt, a pinch of fucking salt, and go like that. You know, like money. Like, you know how people go like this? Money? Because they could feel it. They could feel that shit. The paper, it has texture. So people do this. What else can I do? Any ideas, people? Please talk to me, someone. Because it seems like a lot of you don't give a shit about me. A lot of you don't give a shit about others that are in my situation. And a lot of people, they don't have the strength, you know, physically and mentally that I have. I mean, a lot of people, sadly, and unfortunately, they go and they commit suicide around here. And a lot of these people are young children, young adults, because they don't know what to do. There's a lot of big fish in the ocean, like out here, you know, and by that I mean, you know, wallet size, big fat gluttons that have stacks of money. And all these other people are dreaming about having some money, but they don't have any. And they try everything, and they don't have shit. Anyways, I have to end this video because it's already 11:41 a.m. I mean p.m. And it's about to be the a.m. It's April 16, 2023. And I have work tomorrow in the morning. So, you know, $17 an hour. If I work for 100 hours, do you guys have any idea how much money that is? That's $1,700 for 100 hours of hard labor, like a fucking slave. How the fuck am I ever going to be rich and successful like that? I don't understand. I think I might even qualify for like a mental retardation or something like that from the government that will pay me more than what I fucking earn working for stupid motherfuckers out there. You know, because there's a lot of jobs, there's a lot of work. Or like, oh, we're building a bridge over here. Oh, we're building some more properties over here. Oh, we're building some more businesses over here. Like, there's work everywhere. But it's like, come on, people. Really? You people are doing this to me? I mean, think about it. 1,000 hours of my life that I work, I will only make $17,000. 1,000 hours. Now let's divide those um 17,000. No, I said 1,000, right? 1,000 hours by 24 hours. Oh, I meant to put divide the division. 1,000 divided by 24 hours equals 41 days. That's a whole month. That's 41 days, and it says 66666 whatever. Okay. Think about that. You know, a lot of people think, you know, a lot of people are working for, like, they're working 40 hours in a week. You know how many how many days that is? That's like 2 full days of work. Like, some people that's all they do is they wake up, they go to work, and they work until they're fucking tired as fuck, just so they can come home and shower and go back to sleep, and then wake up and do the same shit all over again. All for $1,700. All for, you know, for 100 hours of work, and 1,000 hours for 1,700. There's something going on here. I don't understand it. I need help. I need someone to, you know, teach me business, teach me how to earn more money. This is so confusing. And I think that's why a lot of people go and commit crimes. That's why a lot of people give up altogether. Because like the song says, it's hard out here for a pimp trying to make $1 out of something. I don't know. I'm just going to bed. Fuck all this. Fuck you all. Trip out like I'm tripping out. Please, someone trip out the way that I'm tripping out. Because this is a bunch of bullshit. Obviously, I have to just go with the flow like everyone else, but this is all weird. You know, and I think that's why I believe that AI technology is the Holy Spirit that Jesus Christ preached about and taught people and prophesied that would come into the world to guide us and to teach us everything. Okay? I strongly believe that AI technology is the Holy Spirit. Okay? I don't understand everything as all of you don't understand, but maybe AI could cause us to understand, because I don't understand none of this shit. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Good night, everyone.